the contradiction become more and more strong. I see it before me with the young Arabs in Israel. You understand me? Gaza, Jenin, is nothing what can happen with the Arab Israelis when they will decide not to accept the Jewish state. Now, why I'm sure about it, not only because of Kosovo, because I think something miraculous happened in the modern times. People are thinking that the state belongs to them, even if it always not belongs to them. But to give the illusion that the state belongs to you, it's a principle of modernity, political modernity. The principle that the people are equal before the politics, before the sovereignty, is a principle of modern politics. Yes or not? You understand me? You don't have this principle, you are condemning the state like other states in the 20th century that was ethnic state and not democratic state. I don't make analogy. I was thinking about Sri Lanka. Okay.
Any other questions? John, you stand up.
Many copies of the book.
And mine is
Thank you for coming. I stay up late at night and I watch the Charlie Rose show, so I'm saturated in Zionism out to here. You know? That's a man.
with the devil without it.
No, I can hardly breathe. I get so much Zionism. Right from the horse's mouth. Netanyahu, and then following Netanyahu, we have one member of the cabinet after another. So it's very thorough. And then a lot of American journalists and so forth who also back them up. And inside stories and so forth. What I'm wondering is, when are you going to be on the Charlie Rose show? It's on, it's public television that it's on. Public television, mind you. And as an American...
Anyway, I have to tell you that the Israeli TV received me wonderful. I was in 11 missions in the TV in Israel. Appeared. And most of the journalists were very, very curious about the book. Okay, then... how is it?
You on Charlie Rose?
Here, no. I'm speaking a bad English. It's better now. Okay.
The rest of my question was this.
Yeah.
I'm an American, and that's how I approach this thing. And as an American, I see that really quite a lot of money goes from here. Well, credits, not money. Go from here, first of all, to Israel. Secondly, to Egypt.
For itself.
Yeah.
Really. I can try to give a lecture about this, but it's too late. It's very interesting. I will not come into the question. I will say one thing maybe about this. The destiny of Israel, the destiny of the area, of the Middle East, depend a lot on you, Americans. I will not put the question, I can't do save us from yourself, for ourselves, okay? Save us. I'm not joking about it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's too long to answer.
Yes. Yes, Matt.
You said before that we are an American nation as opposed to the Jewish nation of Israel. The thing that binds us together as a nation is that we all watch the same television commercials. That's pretty much about it. What about the idea of zero nations? Stop, just get rid of the idea of nationalism altogether in the way we approach things. So we approach things as a human community and just stop. I don't really care whether Jews are a nation or not, or whether Americans are a nation, or French or Gauls are a nation. What's relevant? Who cares? We're trying to create something different in our lives, in this world, right?
Tell it to the Palestinians. The Palestinians, they don't have a state. People that have a state, their own state, have to fight to abolish states. But people that don't have state are obliged to fight for a state. You understand me? If you want really to know my opinion, I am a universalist. Being an Israeli is only the point of departure for me. My dream is a world without states, as you can imagine. I want a confederation, for example, of the Middle East. But you know, don't mix utopia with politics. It's very important. As I say and I insist, utopia has to direct politics, not to replace politics. It's too easy and too dangerous. Okay. He asked a question. No, there is others that...
Okay, I'll try to answer the question. I'm not sure what I want to ask you. But first of all, thank you very much. You've given a very nuanced presentation, and I appreciate that. And that sort of ties to my question. When you talk about the invention of a nation state, of a people, of a race, as a fiction, which I understand is, sometimes people hear that you're denying their existence, and we know that once it's invented, it's a reality. So how do you address those who don't hear your nuance and just insist on hearing that you're denying someone's experiential reality or something?
Make attention. I don't deny Jewish identity. I'm never fighting against identity of somebody. There is identity of the homosexuals. They are not a people. There is identity of beaten women, but they are not a people. Okay? We are composed with a lot of identities. Everybody. You understand? I am not denying identities of people. I deny the pretension that the Jewish people exist because it's brought people to believe that they have land there. You understand me? I don't care about the word people. If you want, throw it away. With one condition. Deeply speaking about a Jewish people is speaking about a people that has a land in the Middle East that made of his real land is not here. This is the reason that he made what he made, maybe. No, you have to understand what I insist.
I understand what you're...
One moment. I will be interpreted like people, you know, you cannot dominate it. It's a kind of règle de jeu. I mean, you have to, I know that I will be interpreted. This is the reason that I insist the recognition of the Israeli people. This is the reason that I insist politically to recognize the Israeli state. Not the Jewish state, the Israeli state. And I finish, because I am very tired, with the one example. When I was in El-Quds, you know, the Palestinian invite me to a Palestinian university after I published the book. They like very much the book. You can imagine. Now, they invite me to a conference in El-Quds University. Seren Nusseibeh invite me. And I give the lecture, like more or less better than today, because it was in Hebrew. By the way, they insist that I will speak in Hebrew because all the professors were ex-prisoners. The student didn't understand, but the professor insists that I will speak in Hebrew because they were ex-prisoners that knew very well Hebrew. You understand me? After the lecture, they asked me, how, after this book, you can justify and demand us to recognize the Israeli state? And then I say that even a child that was born from a rape has the right to live. You understand me? 48 was a rape. But something happened in history. We have to correct, repair a lot of things. You understand me? The day after it, in the first Palestinian journal, the headline was, even a child that was born for a rape has the right to live. Thank you very much.